Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Chloe. I'm a joint bachelor's and master's student at UCLA studying art history and Egyptology. And right now we're in the middle of application and notification season for internships. And I know personally during my time applying and waiting for notifications, I really couldn't find that much information for what applications look like for certain museums. So I thought I would share my experience applying for and interviewing at the Met. So the Met has numerous internships, but I applied for the 10-week museum seminar internship. This application is due around the end of January. I believe my application this year was due January 23rd. So the application has three main components: a resume, 2 letters of rec, and then a series of essays for you to fill out on their website, on their application form. So one of the aspects of the internship is you are placed in a department and the application asks you for your 2 top choices. So the main question is, why the Met, and what would you like to get out of these 2 departments? And this is where I would encourage all applicants to really do your research and go deep into their website, into what archives they have access to, what specific materials you would be doing. If you're in education, what kind of programming is special to the Met that you want to learn for, because the Met is the Met and everyone wants to intern at the Met. And obviously you can't say, I want to intern at the Met, because the Met is so great. So that is your first essay. Your second essay, they ask you, what is an experience, memorable experience you had surrounding art or museums, and how has it impacted your view of the world? So really huge question, and they only give you about 150 words. So you want to be succinct and really give something from your heart. What is it about you that has been drawn to art history? What is it about you that wants to study pre-Columbian artifacts? What is it, this emotional response? That is what they're looking for. My essay, I wrote about a tour I was on, or I was leading rather, and one of the participants shared something very personal, and how everyone in the group supported her, and how I realized in that moment how art was, an art gallery teaching was an act of social justice and a space for emotional healing. That is the kind of material I think to really emphasize in this essay. And then the last essay was your kind of standard diversity question. What is it about you that would contribute to the diverse workplace that they're hoping to form in their internship cohort? And so based on your background, that can be all sorts of things. I emphasized my background with teaching in different groups I've been able to teach over the years, and then included some personal family stories that fit into that. Okay, so on to the interview itself. For the sake of privacy, I'm not going to mention which department I interviewed for, but I assume the questions would be really standardized across all departments, and in fact they're questions I've been asked in previous interviews. So they asked initially, tell us about yourself, tell us about your experiences, where you are in school, what's your class standing, etc. Really standard, and that's just your time to share who you are and present yourself to them. They then asked me to elaborate on certain aspects, elaborate what kinds of roles I had in past internship or work experiences. They asked about my research experiences, and there they asked many follow-up questions about my personal interests, what kind of work I've done. I have presented, so they asked a little bit about that. So they asked, what do you want to get out of this internship? What experiences do you want to gain, and what can you do to help serve us? And that's where I did my research and went really deep into the department's history, looked at the staff, what projects they were working on. I mentioned that I wanted access to a certain archive for my personal research, and to be able to both learn from them and work with that would benefit both my personal research, my academic, but also my professional. And then they asked me to elaborate on aspects of that. All in all, rather quick, I'd say maybe 15 to 20 minute interview. So that was my experience both applying and interviewing for the Met. I hope this helps anyone out there who has questions or feels really nervous before an interview or applying to any internship really and not knowing what to expect. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any more ideas or interest in learning about my experience interning at different types of art museums or different types of internship roles in the museum world, please leave a comment below. I'd be really happy to talk about it, and if not, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.